May was like 2K, and then like end of May, 2.5 weeks has been like 20K. I doubled my prices basically like 2.5K, and then just nailed the sales part, switching to a Miro board where it's like visual, they can see the process. I'm differentiating it. So I have like a 93% show rate. Close rate is probably like 56% right now.
Really? Okay, so you obviously run an AI agency or an agency, whatever you want to call it. That's the sexy term. And you serve Australian clients. I know you joined the program, I believe it was around the start of February. Can you just give us like a 3,000-foot overview on how you've progressed in the business, where you started, what the challenges were you faced, and where you're at now? Just give us a full 1,000-foot overview.
Probably I started like end of last year, so I was already kind of doing the dental marketing agency. I got to like 7K a month, then December kind of dropped off. Clinics were closed, didn't really do much. Joined the program like start of Feb. Basically, I was going away for a month and then I came back and had some personal stuff. So I basically came back probably start of April, signed a client back on. So I was basically back at 2K a month and started implementing the system in the program in Launch and Land. And then basically went from like start of May was like 2K, and then like from like end of May to like now, like 2.5 weeks has been like 20K. So just like,
Yeah, so you've
yeah,
just got like the offer positioning right, and it's just shot up extremely quickly.
I basically just implemented all the systems. Like the offer was just really, really good. The sales process and the ads were really good. So like my CAC is like 300 right now, which is just
Oh
crazy.
man, you know what? I would do
So
ungodly things for that low of a CAC.
yeah, all the sales stuff hopped on like a couple of sales role plays with Santi. That was really good. We just kind of like went over what I could have done better. And then just
Mhm.
like next week, just like another four closes. So yeah, I mean, in terms of that, like just came in, felt like I was away, but then I like followed the steps when I got back and just went through my biggest constraints. I didn't really like go through the niche selects and stuff, the offer stuff, but
Mhm.
I already knew what to do in terms of that, but it was just like getting down, sales down, and then fulfillment.
Yeah,
So
and I
yeah.
want to be clear in saying for the people watching this, getting to 20K a month in like a 3 week window is not typical. Like, do not watch this and think that if you join any of our programs, you're going to achieve that, because this is an anomaly result. Obviously, I push the people that have anomaly results, and to get those results, it requires you to be an anomaly individual. You were in dental for like a year before that, you said, or you were in it for a while. So you go on. What was you going to say?
I was in it for like 3-ish months, but I
Oh, never
was
mind.
running a different agency, like helping like coaches and stuff, and that wasn't really working. So I
Ah.
switched to dental, and I was doing that for like 3-ish months, and then I kind of went away and stopped, and then came back.
So what was the unlock for you? You went from near enough zero to like 20K a month in a 3 week, 2.5 week window, where before
Yeah,
you got to like one client, you got up to 7K a month in its peak last year, it sounds like, and then it went down
yeah.
again. What was the unlock here? How'd you grow so fast?
Couple things. So first, before that, I wasn't offering the in-house patient sales team. So basically, all the client results were kind of like shit. And then I also was charging like 1.5K, 2K a month max. Basically, I just added that in. I doubled my prices basically like 2.5K, and then just nailed the sales part. So in terms of that, like ads were pretty much similar, but like because the offer was better on the front end, I got better click-through rates, better book calls, like lower cost per call. And
Mm.
then I added a thank you page video, and then it says like reply with this to confirm. So basically, everyone confirmed. So I have like a 93% show rate. Yeah. So everyone just confirms on that thank you video. And if they don't, I just send them a personalized text saying, like, hey, let me confirm your appointment. Otherwise, I'm just going to cancel you off the calendar. They just respond and confirm. So, like, everyone wanted the offer because it was just so good. So I think it was the offer mostly, to be honest.
So it was like just changing the offer all of a
Mm,
sudden resonated really well with the market, and then all of a sudden show rates are
exploded.
higher, close rates are higher, the marketing just got better, all of it, all the economics got
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. Exactly. Just downstream of that, the offer, everything just got better.
And I don't want you to dox the offer in any way. What was the
Yeah.
lesson that you learned in the positioning of the offer? Because I say this as like, I've seen so many people who are absolute idiots who get to like 6, 7 figures a month. I'll meet them. I'm like, how are you there? But it's just because they have an offer that kind of sells itself. And then you have other
Yeah.
people that are insanely good CEOs, business owners that are capping themselves because they have a bad offer. So what was that unlock or lesson for you?
I just realized like I was getting shit client results and I just needed to give them what they needed and wanted. So I just literally just gave that to them. Like it wasn't some
Mm.
crazy mystical like guarantee or anything. Like it was just like I needed to add this deliverable in to get better results. And then that's
Mm.
what they wanted. And then just if you're charging like 1.5K, like you look like every other agency. So just
Yeah.
raising prices. And I'm about to raise prices even more as well. So pretty low. So I think pricing plus the offer, plus adding guarantee, if you can do that, like just being like look, I'll just refund you in 14 days if you don't like it. Like just being able to like willing to risk it because like
I agree. I think especially now CACs are going up, whether we like it or not. $300 CAC is probably one of the lowest I've heard, which is a great position to be in, which
Yeah.
means you've got to have a better offer. And usually better offers when markets are sophisticating like they are now, they're more sophisticated than they ever have been. Better offers don't necessarily equate to like a crazier guarantee because people don't believe them. It might equate to
Mm,
a guarantee that's so tangible on the deliverable side. So adding additional things in people have never done before. Adding just a straight up, if you don't like it, I will give you all of your money back in a 14-day window. Because it's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
people, and we're seeing this in the med spa market, people are getting so desensitized to these guarantees now.
Mm,
Not as much in Australia because the sophistication of the market goes a little bit slower in countries outside of the
yeah.
US because there's not as many advertising dollars going through that market. But for you, was that mainly just implementing the call center then?
Mainly implementing that, and then also I think I kind of like rebranded and relaunched the funnel. So I think
Mm,
basically like adding that thank you page in as well, and then just like for example in the sales process, like adding in the Miro board as like a pitch thing. Before I was kind of just pitching with my like just like wouldn't
yeah.
really understand it, and then I'd have like the reason they wouldn't buy is because they didn't understand the offer well enough. So just switching to a Miro board where it's like visual, they can see the process, and I'm
Mhm.
differentiating it. Like each basically like saying, "Oh, the patient sales team, this is why you failed in the past." Like that's the
Mhm.
biggest thing that happens with like dental med spas. Like they've already worked with like 10 different people in the past that like it's failed every time. So just making sure like each part of the pitch aligns to like why they failed in the past and then doing that visually as well. That definitely helped.
Bingo. I agree. And it's like I got this from Paul Gordon when I was in his program, which is your
Yeah.
solution needs to be the simultaneous reason why everything else they've tried in the past has failed and why your solution is different. And I took that to an extreme. I can proudly say I founded that Miro board pitch shit. No one else was doing that before me. Those small associations of, oh, it's another presentation they're going to run me through. It's the same as every other agency. You get fit in that
Mm,
box and then it's quite hard to differentiate. But you run them through like a system or an infrastructure is how we frame it on a Miro.
yeah.
And it's positioned completely different and superior to everything else they've tried in the past. It's a lot easier to get the sale. That's all sales is. You found that when you
Yeah.
did that, close rate went up as well.
Close rate is probably like 56% right now. To be fair, it's not
Oh,
like a
bro,
one
you
call
got to
close.
increase
It's
that
mostly,
price.
yeah, it's mostly follow-ups, but
Yeah.
I mean still good. Like that means they still want the offer. Like they're not just
Mm.
ghosting or anything. So yeah, definitely increase that price for sure.
And how many clients do you have right now?
9 active clients,
Majority of those, my assumption is you signed in the last 3 weeks or so.
basically I call them.
Right. Next
Yeah,
logical
yeah.
steps are going to be like, okay, how do we standardize fulfillment? Do you have team members yet, or is it just you?
Yeah. I've got a CSR and an account manager as well, like doing media buying and stuff like that. So just trying to like make sure everything's streamlined and dialed in. Because before when I was doing it, like the ads and the funnels and stuff for the clinics were doing well. It was just like I didn't have the system to actually call the leads and get them better results. So
Mm.
that was kind of like the biggest drop off. So I think that part I've already got down. I just needed to kind of fix up the in-house sales team, whatever you want to call it, part like call center.
I know you
Yeah.
over the last few months have been in Launch and Land, which is our beginner program, getting from 0 to 10, which you've achieved that now, which is great. You just joined last week, License and Scale. I'm curious to know what the main reasons were. Was it I just need the infrastructure to get from like 20 to 100 team operations, or was there like a specific thing you were looking for?
For me, it was just like I was just so confused, like just signing on like so many clients. I have no clue how to
Yeah.
like operationally like keep up with it. Like it's just like a lot. So just building the systems for the team, the hiring, etc. I think that's the biggest thing. Obviously, like having extra sales staff, extra lead nurture staff, like sales team staff in the future. But like immediately for me, like that was the biggest thing. Like having the
Mhm.
like how do I hire a CSR? How do I ramp them up, onboard them? How do I have a system where they can
Yeah.
do the work? So that's the biggest thing for me. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some saucy shit on that if you haven't already seen it.
Yeah.
We've got the hiring directory and then the onboarding process and then the whole ramp up thing you can just plug them into and they can go through it. So
Yeah.
hopefully that should
Crazy.
help solve that problem. It was not enjoyable building those SOPs, but it's worth it.
I'll take it. I'll take it for sure.
So getting from 20 to 100, talk to me. I know going from that range, it might just seem like doing more. Have you had to scale down the ad
Mm.
spend to figure out fulfillment at all? Or are you just still
No,
chat scaling and figuring it out?
it's basically just at $100 a day, and I'm just keeping it that just so I
Yeah.
don't like churn all my clients. So I'm just keeping it $100 a day, and then I guess when I'm ready to chat scale, we can definitely just double ad spend and just do
Mm.
more. So I guess like just doing fulfillment, hiring, just making sure that's okay in the next 1 to 2 weeks, and then just scaling, doing more. I don't think like even if CAC goes up like 3x, like I'd still be happy with a 1K CAC. I mean, it's just doing more. It's pretty simple, like nothing crazy.
Yeah, you'll be fine even at what are you pricing your offer at right now? Are you selling PIFs or is it monthly?
PIF, and then kind of it's just downsell monthly. Like it just
Got you.
happens to just be monthly. But yeah, yeah. Normally it's priced at like 2.5K a month currently.
Cool. Going back to when you got up to the 7K a month mark and then it dropped off. And then you had a
Hmm.
client or so, and it just never really got up to where it is now. I know you mentioned the biggest lever was the offer. Say for
Hmm.
people that aren't inside of like launch and land licensing scale, or for you, when you were trying to do it, you wasn't in there. What were the things that were the unknown unknowns that maybe you didn't realize you needed to do that you wasn't doing, or that you see other people getting fucked over by?
Mm. I think it was a call center. Like I knew I had to have a process around there. I just didn't know how that looked, right? So I was like, okay, I know someone has to call the leads. I didn't even realize you could build like a whole in-house team with all the
Mhm.
SOPs and all this and like hot prospector and all this stuff. Like I had no clue. So that was like an unknown for me. And just unlocking that, I think that gave me the confidence to offer it on the front end, right? Like I knew I could just offer it, but I didn't know how it would actually work. So just
Mhm.
having that confidence that the systems in the back end were good, that I could offer on the front end and guarantee results. I think that was definitely the biggest thing.
Cool. And going from 20 to 100, do you feel like there's any new skills you need to develop you don't currently have? And what are they?
Definitely just managing, hiring a team. I think it would just come down to like making decisions, right? Like just getting out of the weeds. Like it would just be taking sales call and then making sure the team is getting good results for clients. I don't think
Mhm.
it'd be too difficult, but like definitely just learning those skills of hiring, training, building systems as well. I think I just like don't have that skill yet, but I'm learning it as we go. Otherwise, like I feel like on the acquisition side, it's just doing more of what works, right? It's just
Mhm.
spending more on ads, closing more deals. If there's a constraint, just fixing it. Like I don't see a problem in terms of acquisition necessarily.
That's the beauty of acquisition. The way I see it is with ads, it's kind of like having a baby where when you first launch the ads, you've got to like wipe its ass and like clean it up and spoon
Yeah.
feed. You've got to do all that shit. And then what happens is it becomes an adult and it can like run by itself. That's where you can
Yeah.
experience the growth you've experienced. It's like one domino will change. It's the offer. It's the show rates go up. You sometimes one thing can change all of those things. Like a top
Mm,
prime example of that. It's like a pipe. Leads booking shows
yeah.
closes. The offer is one thing that could change the whole pipe. But then
Yeah.
eventually that adult can get hit by a bus and you have to start again. We usually find that cycle is every like 3 to 6 months. People do copy, people do model. And when you get that, great, you're ahead. They're copying you. That's a good position to be in. Then you do the same thing. You figure out another angle, so on and so forth. And then on the team side, that's exactly what it is. Going from like, I would say even 40 to 100 is just you becoming a better leader because you go from you doing everything to then
Mm,
teaching other people how to do everything. And then 100 to like 300, you go from teaching other people to do grunt work to teaching other people how to teach. So it's just like you go higher up the pyramid, the more money you make.
yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I think that's just going to be the biggest focus from like 20 to 50 to 100K. Like, yeah, just doing what you said.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Renee, I appreciate you coming on. Let's get to 100K
Cool.
and we'll do another one when you get there.
Sounds good. Couple months,
Oh,
3 months maybe.
boom, 3 months.